That's right, it's another knife review, so stick around. Welcome back, everybody. I have another knife to review for everybody. So after my first folding knife review, the Sitivien 101, like I said in that video, I was going to order some other ones, and this one just showed up. It's the Sitivien ST106. Pretty much the same box. Nothing special here. But no rawhide this time, but they did give you like a little microfiber cleaning cloth. So, whatever. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Now, according to the product page here, I'm going to read you some specs. They say overall length 20.3 centimeters or 8 inches, blade length 9 centimeters or 3.5 inches, handle length 11.3 centimeters or 4.5 inches. D2 steel micarta handle. Blade hardness between 59 and 61. HRC. Belt clip. And the belt clip is not changeable. You know, I tell you what, if they took that extra 10% to do the holes for tip down and either sides, man. But I like the look of this one. It has almost distressed scales on it. This is the Army Green model. Currently on Amazon, it's only available in Army Green and Black. $27.99, just like the ST101. It's a flipper, but this one also has thumb studs. Look at that. It looks like they got a stone wash on the D2 steel on this one. Don't know about that lockup though. That lockup looks pretty weak on this one. I mean, that's not even, what is that, like 1%? That don't look good. Oh, look at that. I'm pulling that. Wow. That's not good. This one, unless I really snap it, and even then it's like, what, 1% on the blade locking up? That's not good. Ooh, that's going to hurt this review. There's some jimping here on the back of the blade. I'll give you a view, slow motion view here of the blade profile. Looks like a flat grind. It's too bad about that lock. As you can see, it says ST106D2. Sitivien. Man, that really sucks about that lock. Looks like I'm going to have to take this one apart and work on it. Okay. Well, I'm going to get my scale up here and we're going to check the weights. Let me see if they even give a weight on here. I didn't see one. Nope. That's odd. Every other one of these they give you a weight, but I don't see a weight on the product page here for this. Okay, so let me get my scale and we're going to find out how much this wonderful knife weighs. So we have a G10 spacer in here between the steel scales. And you can see that spacer right here. And if you look down in there in those scales, you see those holes inside. That is to lighten, make the knife a little bit lighter. That's skeletalization of the steel here. Very nice design. I can do without this scalloping of the handle, but I suppose if you're wearing gloves, that would give you a little bit extra grip. I really like the scales on this knife. They're a little bit more raw and grippy than what's on the ST101. Yep, and Kira says hi. So, yeah, very nice. Too bad about the lock. I don't like that. I went and got a pair of pants out of my drawer to show you how the ST106 looks. Well in pocket. You know, very little of it showing except for the pocket clip and this tiny hump. And I gotta say, putting it in my own pocket, it's wide enough that you know it's there, but it's not uncomfortable. Here's the ST101. I'm sorry I didn't think of this when I did the ST101 review, but it rides a little higher in the pocket, the ST101, versus the 106. So, I just thought you'd find that interesting. We are set to go. We're going to set the scale first on pounds. And it looks like 4.5 ounces. Kilograms, 128 grams. So, not terrible. Alright. Let me put my scale away and I will bring you back and we will do a sharpness test and I'll give you my final thoughts. It feels very sharp. In fact, it feels sharper than the ST101. So let's do the redneck test. Oh yeah. Look at all that hair on the blade. Woo! Yeah, it is hair popping sharp. And my one neighbor had an old phone book. So I got phone book paper. So let's cut some paper, shall we? Oh wow. Yeah, this one's sharper than the 101. This thing's a razor. Holy smokes. Okay. It is sharp. It will cut. So, here's what I think. I think for the money, it's a good deal. However, this lock not engaging like it should is a safety issue. You know, check the ball bearing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I didn't say so before, this is a ball bearing pivot on this flipper. So, yeah, because it's not fully locking up the way it should, it is really easy to disengage that. Look at that. Let me do that again. That's just with gravity. I barely shook that. Okay, for $27.99, it's not a bad deal. However, it not locking up the way it's supposed to, I mean, if I can do that and it's not fully locking, that's no good. In retrospect, here's the D101 or ST101. I can't do that. I even come anywhere near the lock and it locks up. That's what you're supposed to get. This one isn't locking, this one is. So, maybe I got one that was made on a Friday or a Monday and it slipped by quality control, but that is not fully locking. This right here. That's no good. I think it's a decent knife. I'm going to have to take it apart and fix it. However, I can't recommend it for everybody because of that lock. Like I said, maybe I got a bad one. If anybody else has had one of these knives and had this same issue, please, please hit me up in the comments. I want to hear about it. So it gets a halfway. Not a thumbs down, but a halfway. If you're capable, like I am, with tools and everything, I'm going to have to take this apart and fix it. But if you're not capable like that, I would say no. Don't do it. It's a beautiful blade shape and everything. I mean, generous handle, very grippy micarta scales. You know, lanyard hole. It's got a lot going on for it, a lot that's good, but look at that. That's terrible. It's not locking up like it should. Now if I flip it, okay, it locked up a little bit right there. I'm pushing on it. It's not coming loose, but I can easily pop that. So, medium thumb, not a thumbs up, not a thumbs down, because I'm going to be able to fix it. But for the average user, I'd have to say no. But so that's the good, the bad, and the ugly where the ST106 is concerned. I have 2 more Sitivien knives coming, so look for those coming up. We'll see if we run into this issue on other models. And until then, I'll see you all later out in the woods.